Welcome to our Module 6 class, right? This is class number 2. My name is Helio. I am a teacher at CEL, right? And today we are going to study about phrasal verbs. All right? Are you ready? Let's start. All right, first of all, we need to take a look at the definition of a phrasal verb. What is a phrasal verb? All right? A phrasal verb is a combination between a verb and another element, which here we are going to call it a particle. Guys, phrasal verbs, they can be followed by particles like along, away, back, out, and up, right? These are examples of particles, okay? For example, let's take a look. We have the verb get, right? And we have the particle along. Okay, so again, get is the verb, along is the particle, right? This is how a phrasal verb is structured, right? So guys, now let's see some phrasal verbs and their definitions, right? Let's take a look. Let's start with grow up, right? Grow up, right? What is to grow up, right? Is when you gradually become an adult, right? When you grow older, okay? For example, let's see it in a sentence. We grew up in Rio Branco, right? We grew up in Rio Branco. Guys, notice that grew up is in the simple past, right? Here we have a sentence in the simple past. The verb is grow up. In the simple past, grew up. All right, we have one more phrasal verb, which is move away, right? To go to a different place, right? To leave your city and go to a different place, different country, etc. For example, my family wants to move away to São Paulo, right? So my family wants to go to São Paulo, to live in São Paulo. Another one, break up now, right? Break up. Guys, break up means to end a relationship, right? To finish a relationship. So for example, my girlfriend broke up with me last night. My girlfriend broke up with me last night. Notice that broke up is in the simple past, right? Break up in the past, broke up. Now we have the phrasal verb get along, right? To have a good relationship with someone, okay? That's the definition for get along. Let's see an example. We have the sentence, I get along really well with my classmates. Okay, so it means I have a good relationship with my classmates. I get along really well with my classmates. Go back, to return, right? Go back. Let's see an example. Let's see a sentence using it. You should never go back to your ex, right? You should never return to your ex, right? Go back. Go out. In this case, go out means to go on a date, right? To go to a restaurant with someone you are interested in, right? For example. Let's see a sentence using it. Julia and John went out together last night. Julia and John went out together last night. Okay? Notice that went out is the simple past for go out, right? Go out in the past, went out. Settle down, right? Settle down means to decide to have a calmer life, right? To be ready to have a family, okay? Example, Julia and John decided to settle down. They got married and now they have a daughter, right? So Julia and John decided to have a family, to have a calmer life, right? So settle down. Guys, please pay attention, right? Something important now. Remember that a phrasal verb is a verb plus a particle, right? And we have to notice that the verb, it can change, right? The verb can change. But the particle never changes, okay? It never changes. Let's see some examples. Here we have the phrasal verb go out, okay? Go out. Remember, we have just seen it. So let's see how go out can change. Goes out, okay? Went out, right? And going out, right? So we have 4 different forms, right, of the same verb. But notice, the verb can change, right? From go to goes, to went, and to going. But the particle, it doesn't change, right? It never changes. So, exercise number 1, right? Let's choose the correct option, okay? We have a sentence. The sentence is, Julia and John are not in love anymore. They, blank space, last week. And then we have the options, right? Letter A, went away. Letter B, got along. Letter C, moved away. Letter D, broke up. So, Julia and John are not in love anymore, right? So, the correct answer is letter D, broke up. They broke up last week. Exercise 2, right? Michael and I are good friends. We, space, blank, pretty well. Let's see the options. Letter A, settle down. Letter B, get along. Letter C, grow up. And letter D, go out. So Michael and I are good friends. We have a good relationship, right? So the correct answer is, yes, letter B, get along. We get along pretty well. Exercise 3, choose the correct options. Alright, number 3, it is hard for any parent to accept that eventually a baby will, space, and, space, from home. The options, letter A, grow up, get along. Letter B, settle down, grow up. And letter C, grow up, move away. So a baby will, right? And then later. So the correct answer is grow up and move away. Letter C, right? It is hard for any parent to accept that eventually a baby will grow up and move away from home. Ok, gente? Isso é só por hoje. Obrigado por assistir. Não esqueçam de seguir o Centro de Línguas nas redes sociais, que está aparecendo aí na sua tela. E também não esquece de acessar a plataforma Eduque, para você ter acesso a mais conteúdos relacionados a esta aula, bem como outros conteúdos relacionados ao inglês. Ok? Até mais!